Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today doing my weekly reading recap. It's a little gloomy out, that's why the lighting's a bit different. I tend to have my window open and it's dark out at 3:30 in the afternoon, but got some books to talk about. Lots of books actually, and a couple of loopholes in my book buying ban to discuss. So yeah, let's get stuck right into it. Before we do, obviously I appreciate you being here. Growth in the channel has been insane, I think, because of the Booked for October daily uploads, book recommendations, what have you. So if you're new from that series, appreciate you being here. And if you are new, consider subscribing. Like I said, the channel's been blowing up as of lately, so let's keep these good vibes going. Been reading 2 books this week. Finished one of them, will finish the other one here soon, so let's talk about it. The first book I finished finally, for how short it was, it took me about 3 weeks to read, is The Queen's Gambit. This is sort of a mixed bag for me. I like the book. Yeah, I guess not a whole lot to say other than that. I liked it, but it didn't have that like factor in it that made me want to not put it down. I enjoyed my time while I was reading it. I didn't feel like I was wasting time reading this book. It was entertaining, but I don't think it was it wasn't great either. Excited to watch the Netflix show because it's been heralded as a pretty good miniseries. But yeah, the book, it was just good. Probably 3 stars out of 5. I don't know. It seemed to be like it's fiction, but it like wasn't really believable like at all, which is fine. Like I don't care at all, but I don't, whatever. What do I mean by like it wasn't really believable? Like I don't know, she's just like a chess deity at the age of 8 and beats all these people and like had never played before and all this stuff like that. Sure, that could happen, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. The book was good. It was good, not great. It didn't have me like, I don't know, yearning to pick it up when I wasn't reading it like some other books have had. It was nice to sort of get the chess drama aspect of it, so to speak, as I've been playing a bit of chess recently, so that was rewarding. Would I recommend it? Probably. If you have any interest at all in chess, / if you liked the TV show, or if you plan to watch the TV show, any of the above, probably check it out. It's short, it does no harm, so yeah, it just took me a while to read. And whenever it takes me a while to read a book that shouldn't take me that long to read, I feel like it loses some credibility, in my opinions. Or I guess just some star rating. But yeah, good, not great, can sum up The Queen's Gambit. Next book I've been reading, listening to is obviously the 6th Harry Potter book. I'm about 2/3 of the way through this one. This one is very different than the movies. I used to think the 6th movie was my favorite. It probably is still my favorite. I don't really know why, I just enjoy it. But the book is way more different, more sinister, more dark than the movie. The movie is very comical and sort of more lighthearted, focusing on the relationship aspect, which is cool. The book obviously delves into more of Voldemort's memories and his upbringing and why he does the certain things that he does. So that's cool to see. Obviously more detail than the movies can ever be. So I'm enjoying it. Obviously excited for the TV show to come out whenever it does. I don't really know the latest and greatest on that. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, not much to report on. It's Harry Potter. Everyone knows the story. About 2/3 of the way through this. We'll finish this up here this week as my audio book buddy. Now, I said I had a loophole in my book buying ban. I essentially started a book buying ban. Here, let me pull up the channel. Started a book buying ban when I posted that video 3 weeks ago, book buying bans, what are they and should you do one, which has been doing all right on the channel. Yeah, posted that 3 weeks ago. Didn't buy books basically the week before that either, so it's been about a month not buying books, but saying that I have 2 new books to report on. What is this loophole? My girlfriend bought them. That's the loophole. Life hack: get you a girlfriend that will buy you discount half-price books. Discount books from half-price books. Yeah, they're on the clearance section, so I didn't feel too bad. But yeah, I got 2 books here. Were they impulse buys? Probably. Do I care? Probably not. First one here, another chess book. I guess that's sort of on par. Hopefully this one is a bit better than The Queen's Gambit, but I've never seen this book before, and it intrigued me just by the spine. Obviously you're shopping for books and you see the spine. This one is called The Eight. This is what the spine looks like. I was like, oh, there's a chess piece on it, a knight. What is this one about? And this one is like a thriller mystery, so completely out of my wheelhouse. I typically don't read these sorts of books, but it seemed interesting enough. It's about this, let me try to sort of sum it up without reading the back of the book. I've read the back of the book, but I'll try to sum it up so I'm not just reading it verbatim. It's about this woman who, let me just refamiliarize myself. She worked for an accounting firm, and she's about to get an assignment in Algeria. But before she goes, she has some fortune teller tell her this, you know, there's danger in your future or what have you, and to not pursue whatever her mind's desire is in the upcoming months. So she gets sort of wigged out by that. Then she meets a antiques dealer who is looking for this sacred lost chess set and promises grand riches if she can find it. And it's thought to be located in Algeria, and you could probably guess the rest of the story from there. So from there, she has to go around and find all these chess pieces hidden around the world. It's sort of just like a mystery adventure whodunit book. Should be interesting. I don't know. When will I read this? Literally no idea, but it was $1. So might as well. It's called The Eight by Catherine Neville. Like Neville Longbottom. There you go. Full circle to Harry Potter. Next one here is a classic by H.G. Wells. I got it in this nice, what edition? The Modern Library edition. This is called The Time Machine, an Invention by H.G. Wells. This is sort of a satirical short novel on modern society. It's about this guy that travels to the year 802,701, so 802,701, and just observes what life is like. It's supposed to be sort of like dark and satirical, a little bit humorous, a little bit troubling. And yeah, I need to up my classic science fiction game. I have a couple of them. Things like 1,000 Leagues Under the Sun. I have them over there. Whatever, a couple more. And there's an intro by Ursula Le Guin, who's a pretty good, well-known science fiction author as well. So yeah, this one was short. No harm, no foul again. When it comes to this one, it was $3, so can't beat that. And the cover was sort of spooky. The Time Machine, an Invention by H.G. Wells. I have another book of his, The Invisible Man, that I haven't read, but another shorter work of science fiction. And yeah, that is my book pickups from the week with my loophole. Get you a significant other that will pay for them. In all fairness, whatever. Never mind. I digress. Let's talk about next books I plan to read, because Queen's Gambit left a poor taste in my mouth, and I've had these two books on my shelf for the better part, actually for over 2 years, and I have never even looked at them. They were very popular about 2 years ago when I bought them. Got them off eBay from the UK, this boxed edition, never read before, of V.E. Schwab's Vicious and Vengeful. This is a duology, sort of a superhero fantasy book, or maybe it's like a supervillain fantasy book. I think both of the main characters are bad people. So I didn't really know what this one was about. I literally just picked it up 11 minutes ago before recording this video. I wanted something that was, obviously it's fall, and I talked about seasonal reading slumps. I promise this as a point, but seasonal reading slumps, and I like to read sort of fantasy books during the fall. I don't really know why, but this one, and I hadn't, new fantasy books, he says, as he's rereading the Harry Potter series for the 10th time. But new to me fantasy books, I like reading in the fall time, and it's gloomy out, it's raining, the leaves are turning, so this would be perfect. So I picked this up. Let's see what the back of it says. It says, Victor and Eli started out as college roommates, brilliant, arrogant, lonely boys who recognized the same ambition in each other. A shared interest in adrenaline, near-death experiences, and seemingly supernatural events, revealing an intriguing possibility that under the right conditions, someone can develop extraordinary abilities. But when their thesis moves from academic to experimental, things go horribly wrong. Dun dun dun. 10 years later, Victor breaks out of prison, determined to catch up with his old friend, now foe, aided by a young girl with a stunning ability. Meanwhile, Eli is on a mission to eradicate every other superpowered person he can find, aside from his sidekick, an enigmatic woman with an unbreakable will. Armed with terrible power on both sides, driven by the memory of betrayal and loss, the arch nemesises have set a course for revenge, but who will be left alive in the end? So yeah, that one just seems pretty interesting. That's book one, Vicious. And yeah, just sort of a fun supervillain fantasy book. Doesn't hurt that it's in this cool box set edition, the UK print edition, I believe. So yeah, let me get it back in the box. Actually, no, I'll leave it out because I'm gonna read it today. But yeah, that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This nice cover. I like these covers. I think this one's a little different. Vengeful goes the other way. Yeah, the lines going vertical. That's the word, instead of the other way. But yeah, that's sort of my slated next read. Hopefully it'll pick me up from the lackluster Queen's Gambit. Excited for the TV show. Yeah, that's about all I got today book-wise. Like I said, if you're new here from the Books from October series, I appreciate you being here. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. The channel is popping off. The time of recording, 764 subscribers, which is pretty ludicrous if you ask me. Only up from here. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Appreciate you watching up until this point. Give it a like if you liked it and all that YouTube stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hope you're reading a great book. Thanks for hanging out, guys.